Hey guys, welcome to my office tour. This is actually the first time in my life that I have had a room to myself that did not have a bed in it, and although I'm always grateful to have had a bedroom, it is definitely nice to have a room that's entirely my own that doesn't need half of it devoted to sleeping space. I've had a few people on Instagram message me asking me for a room tour, and I've been meaning to get back on YouTube, so I figured this would be the perfect format. As you enter, you are greeted by this handsome gentleman. He is a very old skeleton. I don't remember where I got him, but he's very old. To his right, we have beautiful thrifted ducks. And then this gorgeous 1/4 scale ball-jointed doll named Yuna. And yes, she's named after Yuna from Final Fantasy X, because that is my boyfriend's favorite game, and we played it when we first met together. Got some little critters up here. That tulip wall hanging was thrifted, and it's one of my favorite pieces of decor in the room. My alcohol markers, other markers, and my Beanie Babies. And if we zoom out a bit, this is my, what I call, productive desk. There might be another one over there, but this is the productive desk. At a glance here, it's a lot. I am not a minimalist. I love these duck and goose wicker baskets. You will notice as the tour continues that there are no shortage of these, and every time I see them at the thrift, they are coming home with me. That little one has little tiny markers in it, and the big one has crayons. And I've got my mini Stanley and Starbucks cups. Some of my clips. This is the Elite shelf. So, as you know, my username is Toy Collective. And if you followed me when I was a teenager, it was not the Toy Collective. But I decided to devote an Instagram page to my collections, and these guys are my favorites. So this white duck has no name. He's just stupid. That little guy, his name is Thingy. That's Squib. That possum right there is named Bimbini. This is Greg, in honor of a slug that I found that some wild animal ate, and it made me cry. Yeah. That is Soup. That is Isaac. That is Pojin, because it is a pigeon that my father, nicknamed Po, got for me. That is Bo, the Chicky Bo, or more commonly known Chocobo. That's Lemon. That is Bug. I know he's an earwig and not a bug, but he's a bug. This is Franklin. He's the king of all things, and he's also incredibly stupid. And this is Meester Sir. You have to say it like that. Meester Sir. We've got love and homage to Philly, which is where I was born and raised. We're not there anymore. That's a turtle wicker basket, which is just as cute. Got a little Wally, a Cape May, and some nice sunflowers. And then we've got the whole desk. Because my boyfriend is not home, I could not ask if he was okay with being in this. So for now, his face is Sweet Boyfriend. I've had this lamp since I was a kid, hence all the stickers on it. That little bear gripping on for dear life is Captain Sargent, or as one of my close friends named him, Capitano Sargento. There's 2 canonically different colored Zoidbergs, which, by the way, did happen in the show. Sticky notes, stamps, more pens, cute little vintage thrifted critters, a YouTube spoiler. My degree, my undergraduate degree, cute little decor, hi possum. Ukrainian flag because I'm a first-generation American and English was not my first language. Fun fact. Got Bobbin the Goose up there, Psyduck, another Psyduck. I don't know if you can tell who's my favorite Pokemon. And that's buku. And then we move down to the actual productivity corner. It's a bit messy here. There's a lot of supplies. Those 2 brown wicker baskets hold stickers. This is my planner and my current notebook for the school year. Accurate. And here's my computer, and let me turn it around so you can see the stickers. I named this guy Cuck because he's a cow duck, but I don't know if that's gonna get censored. Here's the drink corner because, you know, you have to have certain drinks. We've got water for hydration, coffee for energy, and electrolytes because I have POTS. And now we move on. Isn't that right, Loretta? This beautiful X balloon is not an homage to Twitter, but rather a balloon from my boyfriend for Valentine's Day, and it's huge and I love it, and it's staying there until it explodes. Here we've got some Beatles records, this tapestry that was in my grandmother and grandfather's house, and they're not with us anymore, unfortunately. These are the historic stuffed animals. The bear on the right has 1999 on his paw, which I don't know why, because I was born in 98. Then this goose thing, amazing. Thrifting in the South is a whole nother level. That's a memory to my late hamster. That's my sweet grandpa and my sweet bird and her urn. Hi, Kiki. And those are my wonderful parents who are censored because I love them and they deserve privacy. Here's some of my Squishville. Yes, I love Squishville. Look at them, they're so tiny. I'm so sad they stopped making them and started focusing on Micro Mallows. That sign was one of the first things I found in a thrift store when we moved to Maryland, and the funny thing is my name is not spelled like that. It's spelled with a C, but my parents were going to spell it with a K, but wanted to Americanize it, and I still wish they did not because I go by Mika most of the time. And then we move on to the not so productive wall. I know it looks boring and blah in the window. I'm planning on hanging something, but I can't commit to anything yet. I don't know. This is my sewing desk. This little stool is also from my late grandparents' house, and I love it. I would always sit on it when I came over there. Sewing stuff in between projects. Boxes I need to organize, don't look at those. And then we have sewing. This is Chitose. She is my mini-fee model for that scale of doll clothes. And then we've got sweet little Calicos in their sewing machine helping me out. And I've got a Rainbow High mannequin as well for measuring their clothes. Some patterns. Check this out. Here's my machine. She's beautiful. There's my little stickers. It's always a beautiful day to scream. There's Delilah, my favorite doll. And over here we've got this. It's crazy to me now that our big city is not Philly anymore, and it's now DC. So the city is now DC for me, which is wild because it's been Philly for my whole life. Here are my tools. That's Rosie the rat. Got her when our old apartment flooded last March. Yeah, she's great. She's moist, but great. This panda painting was a gift from a family friend ages ago. That's my grandpa's old license plate. That is a painting done by a dear friend of mine on Instagram. And now, the shelf. So just to give you a quick idea of the shelves, I collect a lot of things. So Bear with me. Here we've got some Pom Pals and a duck that my mom had all my relatives and friends sign on one of my birthdays, which is really special to me. Got Psyduck, he has a headache. Got Squib, and then this pretty little thing. Back there is an adorable platypus with a raincoat, and then the Build-A-Bear axolotl. Some cute little friends. Here's the Pom Pal wall. Here's the Psyduck. The Psyduck tribute cube. Not everyone fit in there, but I love Psyduck. Some books, some frogs. Don't mind my naked girls. Yeah, I need to dress them. I can't commit to outfits for them, so I just have them naked for now. Here are my beads, some Littlest Pet Shops. What's left of my Squishmallow collection after that addiction passed. Remember 2022? That was a crazy time. That's my 1/6 scale doll clothes with my newest Pom Pals. And we've got that little heart container thing has doll shoes in it, and there's more, my other Squishville. Some more books. This giant pheasant thing, turkey, whatever, has my camera gear, and like I said, that's just sewing projects. Now, moving on to one of the short shelves. Here at the bottom, on this side, we have the Beatles tribute. It was my first hyperfixation before I knew that I had a diagnosis, and I've loved them ever since. So there's a few pieces of my merch from childhood. That is a duplicate thingy in case something happens to the real thingy. Don't tell him I said that. There's a nerd. And my Webkinz piles. Aren't they cute? Next I have some X-Files. So I used to work in a library as a circulation associate, and sadly, well, I suppose it was bittersweet if you think about it, but the X-Files movies and TV shows were not circulating as widely as they had hoped they would, so they went onto the discarded shelf, as you can see by the X's. So I snatched them up at the end of my shift, and now I own most of them. Yay! Here's Beanie Babies. We've got Mommy and Baby Snoot and Mommy and Baby Goose. My pins. The Panda Cube, which has a very apt sign that I also thrifted. Here we've got some bears, some friends, and some more bears, and a really sad guy. Look at him. He hates his life. Look at him. He's happy though. Mushroom's happy. Blobfish is just, oh god. This I made from scratch. Like, legitimately, I made this from nothing. Let me give you a closer look. When I first got back into toys, Calico critters and all that a few years ago, well, I shouldn't say a few years ago, but because I've been collecting them since I was a kid, but I allowed myself to actually collect and enjoy them as an adult, I suppose. I realized that there weren't really any dollhouses on the market that fit what I wanted, and what I wanted was for them to have a removable roof. So this roof actually comes on and off with Velcro, so that I can move it about as I wish. And let's open the door real quick. Excuse me. Dark in there, but I have no permanent furniture in there. So the idea is that when I have a room scene that I want to set up, I can just put it in there. And it's always going to be appropriate because nothing in there is fixed. There's a little key on the mat because in this world there's no such thing as rude people who steal your stuff. Package. Home Depot. Isn't that cute? Little car. With a boat on top, which I thrifted. I can't believe I found this at the thrift. It's so cute. And then we've got a few vintage Calico Critter buildings. That's the bakery, I believe. And here's the sweet raspberry house. And then this is my pride and joy. The Japanese unit house. Sylvanian families from like 1972, 73. Spoiler alert, but that's what that giant box in the closet's from. So these homes right here are empty right now because they're not quite the right size for me to have a miniature scene set up in, but I do love having it set up like this because it looks like a skyscraper in the town. It just looks so cute. But moving on down, here is the bird cube. That guy's name is Clarence right there. Another side duck, what a shock. These are my 1/3 scale, no, not 1/3, 1/4 scale doll shoes and clothes. This is well, it's something. These books my grandparents brought over for me, their granddaughter, from Ukraine when they immigrated, and they are now on display in my office. And these guys, the big one is named Ewing, and the little one is named Rutger. Aren't they cute? Alright, the final tall shelf. Up here. So that's for my dad. That's a bee, which is cursed, but I love her. That's Saoirse, my beautiful mouse, and that's Alice. I made her around the time that my current boyfriend and I started dating, and it's amazing because he's the one and I love him so much, and she reminds me of the time we spent getting to know each other. Here we have a happy family. We have a kiwi bird and a duck Build-A-Bear and their babies. Those are my Russian books, which yes, I can read, just very slowly, but I can. Plus my award that I got in 2nd grade for writing, which is cool. Here's some of my friends. And then, oh, what's this? More friends. And then we've got Draculaura and Caddy. Those are my plush accessories, and they're like backpacks, coats, things like that. And what do you know? There's some more. Excuse their nakedness. I need to work on that. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen these before, but these are my little room boxes. So this is the living room one. This we do not talk about. That is currently in progress. It is going to be a kitchen, but it is currently not a kitchen, and you are going to pretend you didn't see that, so yes. This is the bear cube. We've got the Barts. We've got Kevin in the back on the right there. I worry about Kevin. I don't know. Do you guys worry about Kevin? Look at him. I'm worried about Kevin. And this is the bedroom. How cute is that? Fun fact, that little piggy pillow right there and that little bear pillow right there actually were little attachments to my mom's socks that she had when I was a kid, and she cut them off for me to be pillows for my toys. And some more books. And my Switch games, and then my miniature collection. Now I'll show you the closet, but you have to promise you didn't see anything, alright? So real quick, that is totally not my fabric hoard. That is not anything at all, and those are not my Squishmallow clips, and there's totally nothing in there, and we're just gonna do that, and there's no fabric in there, and I totally did not move boxes. Oh my god, fabric boxes, what? Whoa, go. Yes, those are boxes of fabric. Yes, I have a problem. No, don't talk to me. And here is the last bit. So, lemon thing, thrifted. A seagull painting done by the same artist as behind me. And this woman and her very 3D boobs. Came from Ukraine with my grandparents. We've got a possum art that I thrifted as well. A goose, a bear, heart wreath, and another bear thrifted art. So yeah, this has essentially become my sanctuary. I'm honestly incredibly grateful to my boyfriend for letting me have this room to myself, because he doesn't have his own office. And I don't know, I just wanted to express that I don't take that for granted and I'm really grateful for him. And yeah, if you enjoy, let me know if you want any close-up tours or in-depth tours of any of my collections, because I would love to do that. I'm already planning on making one of the Sylvanian family's Calico critters, but anything else is welcomed as well. Thanks for watching. Bye.